JoshCast here. Andalusia, PA. Bar and Grill, Friday night. Monthly open mic hosted by our friend Bill Miller. And it was a decent night. There was a crowd. I will say that every single time we've done this show. I mean, Chris has only done it once. He was here. He just hung out tonight. It's been a crowd. I gotta say, I gotta give it props. It's hard to get an open mic in the suburbs with a crowd. Interesting. Let's talk about last night. Last night, you were at the W.
Okay.
The George W. Bush open mic, they call it.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, and you said you got kind of roasted. You did a Me Too bit, and some comics gave you some feedback. They were saying, and once again, you don't like to drop names, so calm down. You see you sweating over there. But, they're pretty saying you shouldn't say your name. And it's,
I didn't say her name. I didn't say her name.
Last night you didn't say it? Why did you say that?
This was the first time I've seen males be feminists.
Yeah.
The first time.
Yeah. That's how it is in the city, bro.
I had no idea. Because I thought that was kind of like revolutionary because I've never seen it before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But... yeah, apparently all of them decided to act like her admin assistant.
Pretty much, man. In the fucking city, man. That's how it be, especially on Facebook. Because years ago, I got in an argument with this feminist because she was saying, fuck it. I'm about to smoke a Taco Bell blunt real quick.
A little chicken taco blunt.
Oh, man. It was good. And, I gotta dip it some cheese. I hear better. Excuse the smacking, folks. Plus, I'm still drunk. I had a bucket of alcohol, $5 bucket. But yeah, I had to argue with this feminist on Facebook years ago, and it had nothing to do with gender, but all of her friends jumped in, and I was just like, it was just I call it white knighting, Captain Save a Hose.
What is that?
White knighting is like a guy who pretends to defend women but they do it to get pussy, And you think they're going to get pussy by...
playing captain.
Yeah, by being, like I said, Captain Save a Hoe, White Knight is the same thing. So they're like, oh man, I respect women, man. There's a few comics I can think of in the city who, they really are just like male feminist cunts. So yeah, so you were pretty hurt about it because you felt like they were your boys. You told me on this very show, the W is your favorite open mic. So
this was the last time we collaborated.
Yeah,
I said the W was my favorite mic. I went to one of the hosts, James McElhaney.
Yep.
And I said, I don't appreciate that. I felt disrespected. Yes, last night.
You said that tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I heard some of it. I heard some of the conversation was next to me.
And he said, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And it's, we're 30-somethings, late 20s, whatever, but comic to comic, man to man, if you apologize to another man, a grown man who has, at this point in your stage of your life, you're in your late 20s, early 30s. Mm-hmm. You have pride now. You have ego. This is all part, this is all part of being a male, like adulthood, right? All these things.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It was big. It spoke volumes of him when he actually apologized.
Yeah.
Me being the man that I am is like, look, I'm telling you, I was offended. I'm mad at you. That person, the opposite person apologizes. Water under the bridge. We move on.
Yeah. Yeah. So last night, like I said, you took it pretty hard. You said,
Yeah.
And you think that's the reason you don't want to go on tonight?
Yes, that is the reason. And I'm already mentally fucked up. I tried to sign up for therapy today at lunchtime. They said it was a month wait.
That's fucked up. Now, what if someone has a real mental illness and they're gonna kill themselves? Well, you gotta wait a month. Wait a month and then kill yourself.
I'm in the main line. I'm in Malvern. It's a very affluent area, and you're telling me all those there's that many fucked up people in the head that there's a month wait now?
That's crazy.
Rich people got problems too.
Yeah, that's right. You are rich. You brag about that $100K you make. You rich, man. You the richest guy I fucking know. Not many people make that kind of money. Yeah. So tonight, I want to talk about something, and once again, I mean, So tonight there was a comic that I only talked to one time, Brian Yennes, and he's a city guy. He runs. He's one of the 12 guys that runs Orlibs, which I've not been to. The Big O now it's called. But we did a show actually about a year ago at a hipster coffee shop in their Temple campus. It was this guy he hit me up and I posted that on Craigslist saying I want to do comedy shows. This guy hit me up and said, you got to be clean, though. So we did this weird hipster coffee shop, and he was there, and he talked to me, and he seemed like a nice guy. Like, hey, I've seen you around. So tonight I saw him, and I didn't recognize him because he got long hair. Back when I saw him, he had like a ponytail. He had long hair. And we started talking and everything. But beside that, he was shitting on my friend Bill Miller all night. He was like, this guy, he was like, cringing at his opening statement. He was like, why is he talking over the music? Like, Bill was just trying to fuck around. He had the music. I was like, why is he fucking the music? And then when Bill started doing his act, he didn't like it. He was like, put the music back on. And he just kept saying things like over and over. And at first I was just kind of like, yeah, because I was like, all right, whatever. Bill fucks with me. So, and he was like, wait, is he your friend? Should I shit on him? I was like, yeah, he is my friend. I was like, but go ahead. I was like, you're from the city. You're city comics. You all think you're better anyway. So go ahead. And he was like, nah, man. But it's true, though. And he got pissed off at one point because I think it was the two comics that did the longest set tonight was Jabul. He did, I didn't time him. He did about 15, maybe a little more. And this guy, Joe White, who I never seen anywhere. He did a lot. He did bring in a good amount of people. I think he's a bartender here.
I think he brought in the people.
This one guy that was there, I think he left before you got in. He was at the Cabaret Wednesday. He did his first time. He brought some buddies in. They left, I think, before you got there. So he brought a few people in, and he brought in a good amount of people. But I think they just hang out here. But they came down to see Joe right before him. But so he was like saying, like, I think when Jabul was on, he was like, he was like, man, fuck this. He said to Bill was just doing some bits before the show, and he was like, fuck this guy. And he just walked out, and I was just like, okay. And I'm thinking to myself, the city open mics seem like they would do that. Like, I've never seen this guy host Oilers. I don't know what kind of a host he is.
He's not a good host. He's not a good, this person's not a good host.
I already said his name. You're saying this person. I already said Brian Yennes.
You guys are so prohibited from the last podcast, the last edition of JoshCast, of name dropping. That's why I didn't know to be politically correct or not.
Well, listen, I mean, you don't have to say any name, but I already said it. So if you're saying this person, you already confirmed that it's Brian Yennes you're talking about. Who, by the way, won't listen to this, so who cares if he does? Hey, man, how you doing? Don't got a problem with you, but I would just say. So anyway, if I was thinking, like, in a city, they do that. So he was sitting there, and he was like, oh, this fucking guy and everything. And then he went on stage, he went last, and he was just fucking around. Okay, fine. And he did a long set. He did about 15, 20 minutes, and I'm thinking to myself, why are you pissed off at everybody else? But I think he did it like in a passive-aggressive way, like, hey, everybody else went long. I waited all night. Fuck it. And he kind of went at it with Bill a little bit. Bill was like, hey, I like you. And I was like, do you really? He was being like, a dick. He was like, do you really respect the craft? And then at the end, he threw the microphone on the table, which is a fuck you. And that's a fuck you when somebody does that. Like, see, the funny thing is at Orlibs, they're ban a comic like that Ron Dickel's guy, who I don't know, just heard about him for saying to some, once again, Cassandra D, nice person. I don't know her she is. I would take it that she is. But once again, to throw the microphone on the table, that's a fuck you. So imagine I went to a city open mic and did that. I just took the microphone. I didn't break it, but I said, doing the table, hey, guys, have a good night.
So that's a rule. So there's these unwritten rules.
No, but I'm saying that's my opinion. Like, I'm saying if you're going to ban somebody, that's what I said before. If you damage the equipment, usually, it doesn't matter who pays for it. Bill Miller paid for that out of his own money. It costs us usually hundreds of dollars for that. So you're pretty much, you can damage the microphone. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I did that at Cabaret, not like I dropped it on the floor. I did a mic drop when I first started. I was like a few months in. I was just fucking around. I just dropped it, and we had like an old. They upgraded the system recently, a few years ago. Before it was an old. It had a tape cassette in it. That's how old it was. Like Ann Smith, that old lady that goes on, the weird lady.
Yeah. She's not a nice person.
Really? What did she say? Oh, because she says nigger on stage. Why do you say that?
Ann Smith. She's the one that's been going there for a long time, right?
Yeah. Well, how do you know her as a person? She doesn't. Nobody knows Ann Smith.
Because she walked out on me when we were talking.
But you don't realize she's mentally ill. The bartender who she knows at the cabaret.
Oh, she knows she knew what she was doing.
No, but I'm saying the bartender that knows her saw her at ShopRite one day, and he said, "Oh, hey, Ann," and she went, "Oh," and she ran away.
Oh, okay.
Like she's on meds. She's
psycho.
Yeah, it's not an act. That's so.
So I shouldn't take that as disrespect.
No, I mean if you want to, you can. I mean if someone walked away, but I'm saying that she is, obviously not retarded, but she's something wrong with her. I don't know.
I know when people act out of function though.
Yeah. Well, maybe she was being rude, but she doesn't talk to anybody. We try to talk to her every once in a while. We're like, "Hey, Ann, how you doing?" And she just goes. So once again.
Oh no! I'm sorry. That was not Ann Smith then.
You're talking about...
Ann Smith is traditionally the headliner, right?
Yeah, I wish I knew what you were talking about, but let's not name drop here. Let's not do that, even though we already did a little bit of that.
It was the other one. It was the other one that
Cynthia? The tall one?
Yeah, really skinny.
Oh, okay,
The legs are really skinny.
Well, you know what? I'll say this. Years ago, we used to do open mics together. She would drive me out of the way. And then something happened. She just became a cunt. She fucking... started, maybe because she has a serious boyfriend now, so her boyfriend's real jealous. She's dating a Puerto Rican, so maybe that makes sense.
Hell yeah, finally.
Yeah,
you bitch, you're gonna get some Boricua.
So, well, I mean, you're saying it like white girls, once again, you got that entitlement that white girls are the best. I mean, you haven't had one yet. How do you know? You might not like white pussy much. I heard Asian pussy is actually the best because it's so tight.
I've only had...
You had a Filipino.
I've only had 2 women in my life, and both of them were Filipino. And the first girl
you might
I
turn
had,
the heat down a little bit because I'm hot.
The first girl I had was Filipino type pussy. The second one, I think she hooked up with a Salvadorian.
You stretched her out.
I think he stretched her out because I saw her pussy and I'm like. My first reaction when I saw her pussy, I was like, man, somebody fucking went to town on this shit.
Yeah, I would have been like...
This shit looks like a massacre.
I thought Filipino girls don't like black guys. Why is this so stretched out?
Not stressed out. It just didn't look beautiful. Like, sometimes, I mean, I hate to say ladies, but it's like...
Yeah, there's no ladies listening. This is JoshCast, the most fucking... Go ahead.
You see, you finally see it, right? You finally see the pussy, right? Because you finally made the castle. She is now rolling up the gates, like you are entering the castle now. Yeah. And the pussy is just like there's pretty pussies and there's gross pussies.
Yeah. I rarely see pretty pussies though. I mean, I feel like only very few girls have actually pretty. But that's me though. Some guys think pussy in general is beauty. But anyways, yeah, Cynthia, I will say this, she's weird because we used to be close, and not say we're best buddies. And then I think because she has a boyfriend, but she's also been going to New York, so I feel like she's kind of too good for the roommate cabaret. Like she comes around and she just walks right in late, does her set, and she leaves. She used to get there early, like everybody's talk to everybody, hang out, So
she has a big ego.
I think she has a slight ego. Here's my thing about her. My thing is, I think she's trying to move on, but she can't. Like, because I respect her because she goes to New York. She's one of the few people from Cabaret. She lives like around Abington, which is like 15 minutes from Cabaret or whatever. And she drives, I think, all the way to New Jersey, parks her car, then goes to New York. She's been doing it for a few years. So I respect her for doing that. But I think she wants to move on. Like, oh, I'm done with the Cabaret, but she still comes around once in a while. You know what I mean? She still comes there.
So she acts like she's above it.
Well, yeah, a little bit, but I think that's more like she wants to move on. Because I remember one night she came by when the show was over, and she said to the bartender, "Oh, I just got back from doing the show in New York. I want a shot." In my head, I was like, "You just did a show in New York. Why the fuck would you come here? Even if you want to drink, I mean,
it's almost like for bragging, right?"
Yeah, she came to brag. Like, I did a show. Oh, it was a show. It was a bringer. We had to bring 10 people. I mean, but once again, it sounds like I'm shitting on her. I don't care. I mean, she don't listen to this anyway. But yeah, it doesn't surprise me you said her name. I knew exactly what you're talking about, but. I don't really talk to her. Once in a while, she's weird. She'll be nice to me randomly. Once in a blue moon, like, hey, but she's...
I remember that time. I think the last time she was at Cabaret.
Oh, yeah, when
you two got into it.
We didn't argue, did we?
You were right. You were after her. So she came in, and she left. And while she was leaving, you said shit. to her, and which was funny. And I was kind of cheering you on because I was like, yes,
Now,
somebody
what
fucking
did I
roast her.
say? Do you think I didn't say nothing to her?
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did, because you were the next comic up. I remember.
I don't remember
that
this.
night.
I don't remember this. I don't.
Oh yeah, this is what you said.
Okay.
You go, oh, you're leaving now, and she's like, yeah, sorry.
That wasn't her. That was the old chick.
I thought that's who we were
You
talking
fucking
about.
pothead. You apple smoking fuck. That was the chick that was. That was the. So we talk about the wrong Cynthia. Cynthia. I thought you were talking about Cynthia.
Wait, okay.
Cynthia's the one you say you hit on. The one that she comes around with on the boots and everything. That's Cynthia.
Oh, the shy one?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if she's shy. She's in Puerto Rico. The chick that we're talking about is the old one.
Oh, she's with the Puerto Rican right now.
Cynthia. Yeah.
Oh.
The older chick is the one that did the cancer bit, right? Remember, she did like a 10-minute set, and then I started doing my Cosby bit, and then she was getting ready to walk out. I was like, "Oh, okay, you can walk out." She's like, "Oh, excuse me, you're telling me what to do?" And I was like, "Well, if you can't take a joke, then you can't get the fuck out." And then she closed the door. That's what that was. That wasn't Cynthia. Cynthia's the one you said you hit on. That's what I was just talking about. Now that chick, I forgot her name, was Chris Rich. Chris Rich or something. She does.
Yeah, that was her.
Okay, so yeah, that wasn't Cynthia. Though.
You remember what you said?
Yeah, that's what I just said it. I said I said that. I did the Bill Cosby. She was gonna leave. I said, "Oh yeah, good, right, go ahead, leave. Just walk after you did 10 minutes." She's like, "Excuse me, you're telling me what to do?" And I was like, "Well, if you can't take a joke, then get the fuck out." And she walked out. Yeah, but because it's true. It's like, it's like because whatever. But it's whatever. So yeah, I just said bad shit about Cynthia for no reason. But I don't care. I mean, I wasn't trashing her anyways. But I was just saying. Anyways, so yeah, we talked about the W, kind of, So you were heard about that. But because you feel like that, those guys are your friends, it's your favorite open mic. Will you be returning now? Did he apologize? Or?
Well, that's the thing. I think I should be returning. I should be still going to the W.
Yeah.
Because
are you going to hang out after the show, or are you just go? No.
It's all business now.
It's all
the fucking
business.
gloves are off now. I tried to be nice guy, and when I first met Jabul, I said this, and. So do you remember Scarface when Sosa said to Tony, "I'm only going to tell you this once, Tony, but don't fuck me"?
Yeah. I remember. See, that's the thing. I got to rewatch that movie. I saw it it's a great movie, and I've only seen it like twice in my life. Most people have seen it 50 times. I've only seen it, and last time I watched it was like 5-10 years ago. So I got to.
So that's the thing. When I first met Jabul, I told him, I really like you, man. You're a nice guy. But I'm not a killer, but don't push me. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I can be your best friend, man. But the moment that you fuck me, we're done. And then he goes, I like that. Okay. He's like, I respect that.
Yeah.
So it's fair, right?
Yeah.
You be loyal to me, I'll be loyal to you.
Yeah.
And the thing is that nowadays loyalty is just non-existent.
Yeah, that's why I said I already got rid of all the friends I had. I only had a few, but I ended all of them, man. I did, because they're just, everyone says something, but they do. I'm all about what people do. I don't care what people say. Everyone talks shit, man. Everyone's gonna say, "I got your back" and all this stuff. I want to see what you do. It's about what you do.
Your actions.
Yeah, because anybody can say it. Everyone goes, "I got your back." So even the comics from the cabaret, like I said, like, "Oh, I love you" and stuff. And then, they don't want me on their shows, which is fine. I don't have to. But, and then they don't stick up for me when people trash me. And it's like, that's fine.
That's cowardice.
It's fine. They don't have to. Like, that's what they do in the city. You know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know. Like Darren, for example, like, he doesn't shit on me, but, like, on his podcast, it's not his, he's just a part of a podcast. Every once in a while, like, he'll bring me up and go, Jacoby was on stage like every week doing, saying the N-word. And I do say it. I have been saying it a lot lately, but I don't say it every week. And it's just little stuff like that pisses me off. I'm like, how come you don't trash the city comics that trash Northeast and Cabaret, but you trash me? I thought I was your friend, And then whenever I bring it up, he always goes, "Oh, did I say that? Oh, I don't remember saying that." I go, yeah, you said it. But it's just little things like that. But it's like, I don't hate him for it. But it's just like, and there was one podcast I found years ago he was on, and he was like, he said something like, "I do old puns." I was like, "Old? That means that's hacky." I was like, "Name one pun that I did was old." Never did an old fucking pun. I don't really write jokes. and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just weird shit like that, and that's why this guy I was recently. I don't know if you listened to the last episode of JoshCast, the one I did by myself. Did you hear it? Was it the one after Jabor, the one that's put up Comedy Friends No More?
No, because I like the Josh with guests.
Well, I rarely get guests though.
But I check out the ones with guests.
Yes, But anyways, this guy who claims to be my friend, he put a video out, and he just saying my name, but he starts talking about me. He's like, this one guy I know, he's always saying these people hate me. He's like, nobody cares enough about you or something like that. But he stole that from Anthony and Jim Norton. Anthony and Jim Norton, the Opie and Anthony show, they used to say that. Like when some guy called up and said, yeah, I think everyone's out to get me. They're like, no offense, nobody cares about you. Nobody knows you to care, to care enough about you. He pretty much just stole that. He said it about me, and he didn't drop my name. And I was like, and then he had the nerve to text me the next day and say, hey, can I use your, I came up with all these titles for these shows. We were doing a show together. He's like, can I still use that? The day after he put that video out. So I said, yeah, you can have it. I said, but don't text me no more. I'm blocking your number. Don't talk to me no more. And then I just blocked him. And he was like, what? He was like, what'd I say? And he said, I'm sorry. And I blocked him. I was like, that's it. Fuck you.
When was this?
This is over text message. You don't know the guy. He
Wait, all of these events transpired over text?
Well, no. The video, he put a video out about me.
Yeah.
But the text message is when I told him. I said, yeah. I said, we're done. Because he texted me the next day and said, can I still use all... I want to do this... Because I told him he wants to do this show, but he's going to quit. He's a guy who quits everything. So I said... He asked me, he said, you want to do the show in December? I said, you're going to quit, man. And he said, do you mind if I do it by myself? Right? And I was like... he's like, can I still use the titles and everything? He asked me for like a blessing. I said, go ahead, but I saw that video you put out where you were shitting on me. And I don't appreciate that because I was like, how come you don't shit on the same show I was talking about with Darren's on? This guy trashed him. He called him a baby and everything. I was like, how come you don't trash that guy? But you trash me. I thought I was your friend. You're just like Darren. You say you like me, but you trash. Everyone can trash me because I'm an easy target, whatever, and shit like that. So I said, I was like, look, you can have the shows. I'm done with you. I'm blocking your number and everything. And he was like, oh, you say apologize for it, but he tried to play dumb. Like everybody's like, what did I say? Like, you know what you said, So that's it. I'm done with him. But it's like that. Everyone does that shit, man. I'm sick of that shit.
That like backstabbing shit?
Yeah, but it's a more of like I said, like the comedians, like I said, from Northeast are scared of the comics in the city. Not scared of them physically, but like to burn a bridge. None of them go down there.
I don't go to the city anymore.
I know, but like none of them go down. Not to say you should burn bridges on purpose, but I'm like, why would you be scared of them? Like you don't even go down there at all. They do. Some of them do Philly's Funniest like once every 4 years, but I'm like. It doesn't matter. Like
that's what I said last time our last collaboration. I said I'm scared of the city. I am scared.
I'm not scared. I just like it's just an inconvenience. I feel like it's just like I'm just impatient, and you got to be real patient to do comedy in the city.
Because you're gonna be dead last.
Because you're gonna be if you and it also just certain people are gonna walk out of my set to say fuck you, and they're gonna talk during my set, which people have done. And just little shit like that.
The last time I performed in the city, I was at Raven. And I don't know if word got around or anything like that, but I was 6 months into the game and like nobody fucking talked to my shit. Like it almost seemed like they wanted to hear like, okay,
but I'm not talking about Raven though. That can happen at Raven. I'm talking about
because Raven went downhill. It was like it got rowdy. Like we talked about it last episode. Yeah. I mean, it's like when Lemaire left, like he took Raven with him, right? I said that, but like honestly, like nobody even talks about Raven anymore. They don't.
Yeah. Somebody brought that guy up tonight. That Brian Yennis guy. He said that Good Comedy Theater they banned Lemaire Lee because he's doing things with Compound Media, and Compound Media is the guy just brought up Anthony from Opie and Anthony. He's known as a racist. People say he's a racist. Because he got fired for taking pictures of a black woman or something like that. He said some racist stuff on Twitter. Mm-hmm. So they said anybody who does shows like that, I'm banning. And they banned him. But he moved to New York, I think. Someone told me.
Oh, yeah. Last episode.
The Jersey. Yeah, we talked about it.
Last episode, he moved to Hoboken.
Yeah, but that Brian Yennis guy was talking about it. But yeah, that's the thing. That's how PC it is down there. Like, you can get banned even if you move away. It's the whole thing. It's like, hey, it's just like, hey, if you voted for Donald Trump, I don't want to talk to you. Or I won't date you. It's that whole thing. It's the same shit in the city. Like, if you have certain kind of beliefs and you do certain kind of shows, we don't want you to perform here. The thing is, I performed at Good Comedy Theater for a whole summer just for their open mic, their bucket open mic.
Yeah.
2 years ago when Cabaret closed, I was there every single week, and I cleaned it up a little bit in a sense. I didn't say nigger or anything like that. That's my idea of cleaning it up, everybody. I just won't say nigger, but I still every once in a while would do like a rape joke, or I would do like my shit down there that I do, and I would get groans and stuff, but it wasn't too PC as far as what I saw. But I saw comics like just, it was all Trump. It was all just, I don't like Trump, shit on Trump. And every female comic down, like I said, was the whole feminist thing.
Like, girls get 75 cents on the dollar, and I'm a feminist, and
Like, that whole thing. Well, yeah, man, it's fucking weird. It's like, that's the city, man. It just seems like they got that reputation. It's so far left, man.
When you went to Good, that consecutive streak, did you ever get on?
Yeah, it was a bucket open mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it was lottery, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there was. I got. So I got. Now it's different. It's 3 minutes. It was on a Monday night. They gave 5 minutes. Now it's on a Sunday. They give 3 minutes. But back then when I was doing it, it was 5 on a Monday, and I got on every single week but 2 Mondays because they only had a 2-hour show, and I guess I had to make the cut. But I got on every single week. I went there every Monday. It was like my.
And the luck. So you literally got picked.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. It depends who the host is.
Yeah.
If some of the hosts I saw in the back, they would go through the bucket like this and do the Raven shit. You know what I mean? Like, they would go through, like, they would go through the names and drop names back in and then pick the favorites. You know what I mean? And then they would go, oh, the next person. It's the same people who bump everybody at Raven. And then I would go on last. But it depends who hosted. And if some hosts were actually fair, they actually went in the bucket. So there actually were nights where I got on. There was one night where I went first. There was nights where I went second. There was nights where I went fifth. I had some good. Last time I went there, I was like number 7 or 8, and there was actually a crowd there. Like, they actually had the audience. They're like, "We're not gonna do this anymore. We're taking a break." And there was like a bunch of females in the audience, and I did this song, "Selfish with Her Pussy," that I came out with when I was drunk one night, and it goes, "These girls are selfish with their pussy. They're selfish with their pussy. That's why I don't talk to them. That's why I don't approach them, because they're selfish with their pussy. They're selfish with, And I did that, and it was all females, and you could tell they were uncomfortable, but they laughed too. They're like, like that nervous shit, and they got a good response. But that was the last time I performed there, and then once they changed it to Sunday night at 3 minutes, I stopped going, because I was like, first of all, public transportation is really slow. SEPTA on a Sunday, they do the holiday schedule, and on top of that, for 3 minutes. You know what I mean? And they said you might not get on because I guess it's only a 2-hour show, so that's why they do that. And I'm like,
they really tightened it up.
Yeah, so that's why I said I don't want to take up a train or a slow ass train ride all the way down there and then get 3 minutes or not get on at all.
And the thing is that with your female bit,
the
pussy, that wouldn't get laughs now.
But
it would before.
Yeah, it got laughs before. It depends who's there, I guess, but maybe it wouldn't. Probably not, because they're so, pro-female, like, push the females and everything, and that's why I said, like, but yeah, so, and then I got to meet your boy tonight, James Mac,
yeah.
I got to meet him.
Yeah.
Because he introduced himself to me, and I was like,
he introduced himself to you?
Yeah, because first I saw him, and the thing, well, yeah, because see, the thing is, when you said his name, I couldn't picture who he was. When you said South Jersey, I was like, I guarantee I've seen him before from Tap Room, but I couldn't put his face in my head. And then you say someone's name, you go, okay. So he introduced himself to me, and I was like, oh, and he said James, and I was like, oh, are you friends with Chris? I was like, you host a W, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay. And then I told him, I was like, yes. I was like, I want to check that out sometime. And then I asked about this Saturday night open mic, Marymount in Old City. I go to Old City every Saturday. And they have a monthly, every first Saturday they have one.
Yeah.
So I saw him there, and he said he saw me there, and I said, yeah, I didn't go in. I saw City Comics there, and I didn't want to go in. I was like, but I saw you, and he was like, yeah, I saw you out there. He's like, you were live streaming, right? I was like, yeah, because I do live streaming. That's what I do on Saturday nights. I go to Old City, I live stream, and he's like, there was a fight, and I ran and put the camera, like, just to capture the fight, and he saw that. He was like, yeah, I saw you. You ran up with your camera. He was like, yeah. And I told him the host gave me a dirty look. Your friend from she runs it from the Marty McGee's.
Aaron.
Your buddy. She gave me a weird look, like, but I don't know if she knew who I was or not.
I think she co-hosted with Angel.
Yeah.
Do you know them?
Angel?
Angel or Aaron?
I've heard of Aaron, but I don't know who Angel is. I thought Chris Hayes was running. He's not running no more?
Marty's?
Which one? Now I'm confused.
No, Chris is at Marty's now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but who's Angel? I don't know.
Angel Ace? No, he's South Jersey.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know these names. But yeah, so anyways, so I got to meet him tonight. He seemed okay. We were talking for like 5 and
James?
Yeah, you know what the weird thing is? Some certain city comics think I'm a Jersey guy. Isn't that weird? Because the Brian Guinness guy, he thought I was a Jersey guy. He was like, "You still hang out with your boys in Jersey?" I said, "Huh?" I was like, "No, man, I'm in Northeast." He was like, "Oh," he was like, "Northeast," and I was like, "I wonder how that got spread." And then this black comic asked me one time in the city years ago. He was like, "You from Jersey, man? I think I know you from Jersey." And I was thinking like, why are people saying I'm from Jersey?
Yeah, North, like the cabaret is like loosely related to like South Jersey.
Well, they don't want to be I don't think they would want to be
like they're like loosely associated though. The reason being is that like you either I see you in all the downtown mics, or I just assume you're a South Jersey. So the thing is that there's wiggle room, and the wiggle room is Comedy Cabaret.
No.
The wiggle room is Marty McGee's. Those are the wiggle room rooms.
I never heard that term.
Wiggle rooms.
Wiggle. I never heard that before. Wiggle rooms.
But yeah, it's true because some of the South Jersey comics, they go to the cabaret.
Yeah.
They go to Marty's, but yeah. It's like we're all scared of the city.
Yeah, but I feel like some South Jersey comics they fit in though. Some of them.
They're starting to.
Some of them.
They fit into what, the city.
The city. Some of them fit in.
They try to tap into the city.
Yeah, because I know one guy. No, I'm not gonna say his name, not because I'm trashing him, because I know him, but he knows everyone at Helium. Dave Primolano, he knows everyone at Helium.
Really? And he's South Jersey, right?
Yeah, he's a taproom guy. He's always at the tap room.
He's always at the tap
But
room. I don't like the tap room personally.
Yeah, but I like that room. But like I said, I don't like the list sometimes. But that's just,
yeah. They call the audible and scramble it. I'm not.
Yeah, that's it. It depends what night you go there. But yeah, I mean, you gotta get there early too. That's the thing.
I heard it wasn't like that back when Matt Haggerty was running it.
Yeah, like I said, it depends who's there. But yeah, I mean, they got a good setup. But yeah. So yeah, you were telling me before we started recording. I almost said the person's name. Let's protect their name, even though they're an asshole.
No. We're at JoshCast.
This is JoshCast, yeah. But a certain comic, if you want to say his name, you can. At the Raven, you said it was your first set there.
Yes.
And he said to you afterwards that you were too old. He asked you how old you were, and you said 32 or whatever. And he said, "You're too old to be doing it. You're not going to make it." And
yes. That was the first things he said.
Yeah, and I heard from somebody that I know, Rob Watkins, that this guy's a good guy. But maybe just to him he is. I don't know.
I said this exact story to Brian Yunez tonight. And Brian, now agree with this because you're seasoned, you're seasoned comic. And he's seasoned, believe it or not, he's a seasoned comic.
I mean, I believe it. I mean, not based on what I saw, but just
seasoned.
But I believe he's been around.
Seasoned, the rub may not be as good.
Yeah, but he's been around.
He's been around.
Yeah.
And he said, well, a comic like him, and he said that to you, your first open mic. He's basically busting your balls, but he's trying to lift you up. He's trying to encourage you. Mm. Now, would you agree with that? Because it seems like you know something about something.
Well, see, I didn't. I guess maybe it's the context. I guess I wasn't there, but I don't know. Did he sound serious as shit? Did he seem like, did he smile when he said it?
He sounded like he was a representative from LA show business.
No. Well, like I said, I don't know this guy at all. I've seen him smoking a cigarette once. I don't know what to determine from that. But I don't know. I mean, I never had somebody tell me you're not going to make it. Because the first time someone said that to me, I'm like, dude, my response to that was like, nobody's going to make it. Like, you know what's scary? There's a guy, I don't know him. He used to run the Raven before. Whenever I told you, it was two guys used to run it before it was this. He was running it with them. He moved to New York before I started, so that was 10 years ago, and he's still doing open mics in New York.
So would you say that's kind of stagnant, or you
I'm saying
it's progression?
No, I'm saying that I'm pretty sure he's passed at some comedy clubs. He's had some success. when I see your hair, you look like Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee from MTV. I rarely see your hair. Yeah.
What's up, dude?
Bobby Lee. I'm interviewing Bobby Lee on the JoshCast. Woo! No, but yeah. So like, but you know who does that? You never heard of him probably? The guy who owns all the cabarets, Andy Scarpati, the hypnotist guy who's on the website.
Yeah.
I've only seen him once. I never met him. He would pull comics aside, like if they did his room in Bucks County, and he told Cynthia, who I said, and this guy, Rick Remote, he pulled him aside and said, no, he wouldn't say you're not going to make it, but he would say, look, I got to be honest with you. Based on what I saw tonight, you got very long ways to go.
Oh.
He would say that. But see, it's not bad to say it, it's just how you say it. Like to say you got to work on it. Obviously, every new comic has to work. No one's going to start out and be like super. Obviously, people get better than others. People progress faster. Some people just naturals right away.
Yeah.
But it's how you say it. To say like you got long ways to go. You can just say like, look, just work on your act. I mean, based on what something like that. But he would just say it like that. Like you're not, And the comics would get mad, of course, afterwards because it hurts to hear that. So I would have been pissed if the guy told me that. But I would have said, dude, no one's gonna make it. Like this guy's the guy. We moved to New York before I started. I mean, is he a great comic? I don't know. He moved to New York before I started. He's still down there. When I saw him at Creek in the Cave, he's still doing open mics. I mean, I don't know him. Maybe he's getting on shows. Maybe he's getting paid. Maybe he's making a part-time.
I've been dreaming about doing Creek in the Cave lately.
You should do it. You should move to New York, I think. You think about that?
No.
You got money to move, man. You got the money.
No. I'm not even good enough to move to New York.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is like, what like, okay, you're gonna do comedy in Center City. In Philadelphia for 20 years, and then
I
move
hope
out.
not, man. I'm rounding to my first year now, and I think too. Like I'm like, how long can I do this until you? Because
Yeah.
Jesse Dram.
Jesse Dram. Yeah. Oh, is he a Jersey guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like one of the arguably like one of the founding fathers of Starving Naked comedy.
Okay.
But anyways, I was talking to him last night, and we're asking each other. We're just like rapping.
You were freestyling, spitting?
No, like
okay, yeah, I know.
We were just rapping. We were just catching up. Well, not really catching up. Just like this is the first time meeting each other, so we had a pretty healthy discussion.
Yeah, man.
One of the initial questions is, how long you been in the game? How long you been doing it? I said 11 months. He said 5 years. Mm-hmm. And I go, oh man, and then he said, if you've been at this for 5 years, you think too, like you should be doing something else, not being here at this open mic at the W. Like you should be progressing you should be doing something else besides the same old thing you were doing probably in year 2, year 3, year 4.
Yeah.
That's progression.
Yeah, I mean, I think about that once in a while. Like, I think about, like, this season, actually, before it started. Because in the summer, I was doing open mics in New York. I was doing Tap Room, and I was doing the Troc, which is the only city open mic.
So you were grinding.
Yeah, because Cabaret closed. In order to get stage time, I was like, I got to get on stage. And then I thought about it. If I wanted to, I could keep doing this and not go to Cabaret. But the thing is, I'm not going to make it either way. You know what I mean? So I was like, if I do go to Cabaret, I won't make it. But at least I can hang out with people. We could use the room and do podcasts. I could get content. But if I go to these other places, I can perform in front of other comics, right? Like different, because I realize that's all open mics are. You're just performing in front of different comics.
That's very true.
There's not much of an audience. So if you go,
there was an audience though tonight.
Tonight it's rare. That's why I said this is a great. Please support the Andalusia Bar and Grill in Andalusia, PA, which is 10 minutes from Cabaret. Every last Friday of the month, hosted by our friend Bill Miller. And I'm plugging it because it's a great room and we love Bill. But they always have audiences. So for those of you comics who complain, there's no audience. There's every audience. There's an audience here. You fucks.
I heard complaints last night at W.
I mean, it's not good enough for Brian Yennes, but what's that?
No, that's a main complaint. That's a reoccurring theme with comedians. But
see, some comics should be grateful that they're not in front of an audience because they're not. Not to say that you have to be super funny to be in front of an audience, but they might think they're funny because their friends are laughing at their jokes. They're comic friends, so they might think but you might get the harsh truth. But what was the complaint last night at the W?
There was no audience.
Yeah.
And this person did a podcast at Good.
Wait, someone did a podcast at Good about the W?
No, he's from the W.
And he did a podcast at the Good Comedy Theater?
Yeah. And then he made it back to W. We waited for him, and then he said I asked how was your show. He said it sucked because there was no audience.
For the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, but why would someone show up to see his podcast, though?
This is the reason why people are complaining there's no audiences. Well, maybe because people don't fucking know you.
Yeah. How come no one's listening to JoshCast? So why people listen to this Joe Rogan guy? Listen to me. Don't listen to Joe Rogan. Listen to me talk in front of my computer, you idiots.
This goes back to what we were saying last episode. I am terrible with self-promotion.
Yeah.
But you need to be good at self-promotion to build that fan base.
There's many comedians that can bring people, but they don't want them to see their act and plus, I get why, because people don't really know much about comedy, and they don't get if you're trying something out or whatever, and then they're going to say, like, I brought this black girl with, who was she used to be my friend years ago, and I knew she would have liked my comedy, because I asked her, like, who are some of your favorite comics? She's like, I like black comics. I like Kevin Hart and stuff. And I was like, well, I don't do like a black act. I actually have racist stuff. I was like, you won't like it. But she wanted to see me before. She's like, so she kept begging me to go to Cabaret. She's like, take me to that place. She goes, and we were just friends. And I knew she wouldn't like it. And sure enough, the whole time, she just stared. She just stared, like, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't funny. Then afterwards, I didn't ever ask her. And she was like, you had good energy. And like, you talked really loud. Like, you know what I mean? And she said you had good enthusiasm, like you were hype and everything, like it's like, but like I didn't get some of your jokes, and I didn't ask her for feedback. I wasn't like, and this is someone who doesn't. Let's say I'm an expert in comedy, like I know everything, but she doesn't, really fucking watch comedy other than a few specials like Kevin Hart maybe or something. And obviously I'm no Kevin Hart, everybody. I'm not a short black midget that makes funny facial expressions. Hey, I burned a bridge with Kevin Hart. Oh, I was going to open for him someday. No, Kevin Hart, if you listen to this JoshCast, I'll open for you, buddy. Yeah, okay. That will happen. But anyways, I'm saying that, fucking, like, she gave me feedback when I asked her, so that's what people are afraid of.
This was a black chick?
Yeah.
Black chick, see, I've noticed that, is that, like, black chicks they're very judgmental, and they always think, like, here's an example. I went on a date with a black chick.
All right.
6 months in. I was 6 months into the game.
Yeah.
Right? I go ahead and show her my Philly's Funniest set.
Oh. I didn't know you did Philly's Funniest.
Yeah.
I think you told me. I just forgot. Okay.
And then, after she saw it...
Wait, by the way, but sorry to interrupt your story. When you did your Philly's Funniest, how long were you doing comedy at that point?
6 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You right here? You clear?
All right. Just try to clarify.
Yeah, no problem. So I was 6 months in. I was on a date with a black chick.
Right.
At the end, like, in the middle of the date.
Let's ruin this by showing her my
in the middle of the day. Well, she was learning about my comedy.
Okay.
And then in the middle of the date, we were chilling in the car. I showed her my Philly's Funniest set.
Oh.
And she goes, "Can I give you pointers?"
Oh.
And I'm like, okay.
So that means black women are very judgmental because one black girl gave... No.
Not just mine. You got fucked too.
I'm fucking joking. But I'm saying that it's not just... But see, what I agree is... what I'm going to say is it's not just black, though. Like, people are afraid to bring their friends because your friends are going to do the same thing, too, probably. They might be like, why did you be like that? Like I said, like my sister, like, she never... I know she wouldn't like my stand-up that much. She would be supportive, though, but she would probably say to me, like, why don't you be like Jim Gaffigan? I love Jim Gaffigan. Yeah. And it's like, I think Jim Gaffigan's a funny guy, too, but I'm being me.
That's his style.
I'm doing I'm trying to do my voice. The kind of comedy I grew up on was offensive, dirty type of silly comedy. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I love Jim Gaffigan, and she likes Tom Papa, who's also a funny, clean comic. I like those guys, but I'm never going to be them. I don't, I can clean it up, but even if I clean up, it's still going to be edgy. It's still going to be hard, especially for today's age. So I'm like, so that's what people are afraid of. Because like Will Fitz, you don't know Will Fitz, but I tell you, he could bring people. He's like, I could break people, but like, he only does comedy a few times a year. He's like, I could break people, but like, I don't want them to see me before. But then there's other people who say the same thing too.
Yeah.
They're like, I could break people, but like,
I don't want to see them
because it's gonna hurt if they don't laugh. If they don't laugh, like some people just fake laugh, but it's gonna hurt you a little bit if your friends don't think you're funny on stage. If they think like, I know you're on stage, you're hilarious on stage, but it's like it's totally different
when you're on stage.
There's people out there who are so fucking funny off stage, but when they try it, when they get up there, they can't be funny on stage.
Yeah, because because that's what's so challenging about stand-up comedy is that.
Yeah, we're experts, everybody.
You are in a position where you are assuming a position where you're supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
Like let's go through it. Like if you hit the stage, you have about 1 minute or 90 seconds to basically break the ice and tell the audience, "Hey, look, not to worry, I'm fucking funny."
Yeah.
You see the professionals, you pay the money. Go to Punchline, go to Helium, or even go to Stress Factory. Just go to just Comedy Cellar. Usually when professional comics, they go on, usually the first 2 minutes, they're going to get the first laugh. They just are. Because they're disarming the audience. They're basically saying, you're wondering if you think I'm funny? Well, guess what? I'm about to crush this shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's the problem. That's like one of the things, right? Like, it's like these things. It's like these things, right? Like, you told me, like, for example, like, you put the mic down on the table. So, like, what I'm trying to say is that there's, like, unwritten rules to this shit. Yeah. Like, that's an unwritten rule. And that is a Josh original. Like, him putting the mic on the table, and then you're telling us, okay, well, you have to be kind of, you have to handle with care the equipment, because the equipment is helping the art form so we can find our voice on stage.
Yeah, but like I said, I did it too. Like I said, I didn't realize at the time. Like I did it about 4, 5, 6 months in. I was hosting. I just dropped it on purpose. I didn't slam. I dropped it, and I did it in a gentle way. And then the funny thing is, when I went to the Irish Times, which isn't there anymore, this guy who saw me there was like, "Yo, don't drop my microphone. I saw you at Cabaret that one night. Don't break my mic." I was like, "No, I don't do that every time." He's like, "Don't break it." I was like, "All right, dude." I was like, I don't do that every time. I did it one time. I won't do it again. Calm down.
So, can we talk about, like, the unwritten rules of comedy?
But I don't want to burn any bridges, though.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, so another unwritten rule to just stand-up comedy is that, from what I was taught this from another comic, again, there's no, like, rule book, there's no Bible, there's no nothing.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like people like
it's one of these things you got to figure it out as you go along.
Yeah, it's like you almost learn from, like, experience.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, it was my first month, and usually people like kind of make these up. Like, these is like, you just heard a Josh original, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, my first month in stand-up comedy. See, what city comics like to do is they just like to hit their set and then leave right away.
Yeah.
But I heard I heard unwritten rule. This was from Jared Leto. He said that usually what I like to do is I like to perform, wait 2 comics, and then leave.
Yeah.
Because
it's courtesy. It's just courtesy. It's courtesy. And it shows that you're not, like, too cool for the room, or you're not, like, just like, hey, I'm above you or anything.
We're all here trying to evolve and grow.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I because my head was so mentally fucked up, I did not perform tonight, and that is, just to go back to last episode, like, that is what is wrong with the Philadelphia comedy, like, scene.
Yeah.
It's just like, and it's totally natural, like, with any tribe, with any organization. There's gonna be drama. There's gonna be fighting. We're bickering at what? For all of us just trying to get to the next level? Like, we're acting like fucking school kids.
Yeah. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. For anybody, this one big lesson I learned is for anybody who wants to get into comedy, if you are listening to this, I don't know why you would, but I didn't think that when I was doing comedy, I would have to deal with people, meaning the other comedians. Like, I thought, like, comedy was just all about just getting in front of the audience. If you were funny, you got passed. That's what you think. But then when you start doing comedy, going to open mics, you realize I have to deal with people, which means other comics. So if they don't like me, they think I'm gonna offend the audience, which I probably will, or I'm gonna ruin their business, or they just don't like where I live, which some comics say, oh, you live in Northeast, or whatever their problem is with me.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with people now.
Yeah.
It's not like because one comic I was talking to Good Comedy Theater, I told him, I was like, oh, the comics in the city, they don't really. I was telling him, and I tell everybody this, it gets old. I was like, not all of them, but some of them don't like me and stuff. And he was like, I understand why. He's like, I saw you up there many times. Like, you get mad laughs. He even quoted some of my jokes. I was telling one of my friends about your jokes. Like, it's fucking funny, man, and stuff like that. I told him, I was like, yeah, but I realize it's not about who's funny sometimes. You know what I mean? I feel like it's only like 60% who's funny, and the other 40% is like politics. You know what I mean? Like, the person who wins Philly's funniest is always somebody who's funny, but it's subjective who's the funniest in the city. You know what I mean? But I didn't realize that you have to deal with people. Yeah, so I got to deal with other comics, and then I'm the type of person that I punish myself in a sense that, like I said, I won't go to certain rooms if there's people that I don't like. You know what I mean? So I'll stay away from them. I won't go, and that's just punishing myself. Like tonight, you kind of punished yourself. You don't realize, but you did, because you could have went up there, but because you weren't in a mental state, you punished yourself.
No,
not you did.
Yeah, and I should be trying to fight this.
Even if you weren't in the mood before, the fact that you were like, you know what, fuck it, I'm here. Let me just go up and do a few minutes. You punish yourself. That's the way I take it.
Yes.
So,
I'd agree with that.
So I do the same thing in a sense. I always before, but I think to myself once in a while, like, look, stop being a fucking. I know how stop fucking worried about whether the comics think like the Saturday open mic in Marymount. I was there. I didn't go there. I was in the area twice, and I was just going to ask the host, like, hey, introduce myself and just say, hey, is this an open? I know it's an open mic. Does this go in order or whatever? And just say, can I sign up? And just do it. But because I saw city comics there, I wasn't scared of them, or just whatever. I didn't go in. I was just like, I just stuck to my live stream and I just did my bar thing. And then last time I really wanted to go in, but I didn't. So 2 times ago, so I told myself next Saturday, if I'm in the area, which I should be, I'm just going to just see if they let me get on. If they don't, fine. But if they do, and just do a set there. And if it sucks, whatever, I won't go back, whatever. But I punish myself too, in a sense that I can go down to the city more, not even the city, but certain places. But I go, oh, this person there, or or like all the, and it's like I shouldn't do that. It's like, who fuck what they think, but you do care what other comics think. If it's not just saying just one, but especially if it's a bunch of them, you're like, and I don't want to go somewhere I'm not comfortable either. It's like I go there, like I said, and not all city comics are staring at me. With some of them, like I said, give me looks. I can tell, like, what is he doing here and shit like that. And it's just stuff like that. And I should just not give a fuck. I was going to go on tonight, but instead I'm like, I'm just going to stick to my little cabaret. That's my comfort zone. My little comfort zone. And just go there. And I'm not really punishing myself, but I kind of am, because I should be doing other rooms, not for shows, just to do other rooms.
Practice.
Yeah, because like I said, it's just because you're performing for the same comics every single week when you go to somewhere like cabarets. It's different, but 7, 8 people, 9 people. And if I go to Tap Room, then I perform in front of those guys. And then if I go to this place, I perform in front of them. And you need that. You should get out of your comfort. But I punish myself too.
See, if I assume the position that Bill put me at, then I would have performed in front of an audience, because at the end, if I were to be at the very end of the show, there was nobody there. There was just that one group. That was it.
Yeah, but see, you said last night there was no audience at W, right?
Yeah, there wasn't.
So tonight you had an audience.
Yeah, I did.
So last night was terrible, because not only because probably mainly because you got roasted. Not
just roasted. Like, I felt like it was like I told them to calm down, and then once I started to be harsh too, or I started to stand up for myself, they were like,
"This was off stage."
No, this was right after the show.
Oh, so
they kept picking on me, and
I thought that because I misread the situation. I thought like you were in the audience, like they were going on after the comics.
No, it wasn't that. It was after the show.
Oh,
they were coming at me. Then all of a sudden, you know my line, like, I'm not a killer, but don't push me. Well, the killer came out, and then they were just like, okay, relax, Chris. They were trying, wait, but like, that's the thing. You want to push me all day long, and then all of a sudden I become a monster, and you're like, okay, we're sorry. Like, don't be a fucking coward. Like, you're poking at something that's gonna pop.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I said, but that's the thing. So tonight there was an audience. I just felt like you should have went up, even for 2-3 minutes. Even if you weren't feeling it, just do 2 jokes, get off. But like I said, I do the same thing. I punish myself too by not going to other places. When it's summertime, I'm going to all these other places, and then when Cabaret comes back, I just get lazy. I'm just like, that's it. I'm just gonna go to Cabaret.
The comics kept looking at me like, you're not like. Non-verbally, they were like kind of like looking at me like, you're not going up.
Yeah,
like
I heard a few say that to you, and that's the thing I realized about is comics. I try to act the same no matter what. Certain comics, they act different around their friends than when their friends aren't there.
That's so true.
And I don't like that because like the Brian Yedis guy, I told you I saw him at the Marymount thing. Like I think it was like the first night 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and he looked at me and he didn't say nothing to me, and I didn't care because I was like, all right, whatever. He was sitting with his friends, and then tonight I was just sitting at the bar getting. By the way, Andalusia, PA Bar and Grill, $5 bucket, $5 fucking bucket get you. Well, if you're like me, you're a pussy, and one drink gets you lit. Fucking $5 bucket, Philly special. It's like a little bit of. It's like. It looks like it's pretty. I'm pretty sure it's a girl drink. It's got like splashes of fruit and shit in there, but it's a big fucking bucket tumbler with ice, rum, vodka, and a bunch of other shit in there. I sipped on that shit for like 2 hours, man. Fucking unbelievable. Anyways,
did you get toasty?
Yeah, man. This audio is gonna sound great with this engine. No, I don't care. No, you don't have to do that. I like fucking with Chris's head. All night I was fucking with him. All night I was like, this comic, I said this to him and that, and then he's just like,
my head is not in the right mindset.
I know. I'm making fun of a mental illness, and that's not right. But it's not right though. No, but yeah. By the way, Asian guys usually being friends with white guys. You know, I'm only half white, right? Is that okay? Because I always felt like Asian people, they really look up, they really like white people. But I always felt like because I'm half Hispanic, they never liked me.
Did you hear that Patrice Did you ever hear that Patrice bit?
Does he rip on Asians real bad?
This is what he said, which is totally true. It's like we're at a racial war right now, and that is that races are just picking sides, white and black.
Yeah.
And then he goes, Asians, you guys have obviously pick the white people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, that...
Oh, I didn't hear that part. I thought you were talking about the one where he rips...
No, that's it.
Yeah, there's another bit you gotta hear. He, like, really rips on Asian people. Like, I don't like Asians. Here's why, and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It's like really harsh, but it's funny. But it's harsh. Like, but he's a black guy, so maybe he gets away with it.
Oh, you can, because
he's black.
He's black, minority.
Yeah, you're right. But he said some harsh shit. But yeah, totally. But I realized that too. But that's why I said like, I don't like being half Hispanic because I don't even speak Spanish. You know what I mean? And then number 2, Hispanic people never liked me my whole life because once they found out I didn't speak Spanish, they're judgmental.
Yes.
And it was like when I was a kid. They're like, even if I was in a salsa bar, I want to dance with a girl. You speak Spanish? No, I don't want to dance to you. I'm like, just to dance? We're not going to fuck me.
No, it's true.
And it was like that my whole life.
It's a rich heritage.
It was like that my whole life. Like the Puerto Rican kids, they never liked me. Because once they found out I didn't speak Spanish and they found out I was half white, they didn't like me. They're like, but who's cute? Who's Hispanic? Your mom or your dad? My mom. And she never learned language. I'm like, yeah, but how's that my fault though? Like she never learned it. So what do you want me to do? I gotta study the language and master it for a few years to be your friend. Like,
have you thought about that? Like,
well, I took Spanish 1 and 2 in high school,
yeah.
and I remembered some of it. But I mean,
but like, have you ever done like Rosetta Stone or anything?
No, because Hispanic people don't like me anyways. I don't think anybody likes me. Like, I'm just like, people ask me, like, this one black girl, I remember I was drunk one night. She was just talking to me. She wasn't hitting on me. And she's like, who do you identify with? Like, who do you, like, what?
This had to be recently.
No.
Because there's a whole,
this was like a year or two ago. I was sitting at a table in Old City. It was like late at night. I was having some pizza. And she said, can I sit down? And her and her friend. And I really didn't want them to. And I said, okay. And then she started talking to me like, "How's your night going?" And then she asked me what race I was. She's like, "You look." She said, "I look Arabic." She said, "You look." So I get that once in a while. Some people are like, "You look." I guess it depends if my beard or something. And I said, "No, I'm not Arabic." I told her what it was, and she's like, "Well," and I told her, I was like, "I don't really feel that. I feel like with anybody, you know." She's like, "Well, who do you identify with? Like, who do you get along with?" I said, "I don't think I get along with any race of people. Like, I don't think there's any race I can just click with. Like, oh, white people or black. You know what I mean?" Mm-hmm. That's the way I feel, because I'm mixed. You know.
Yeah. Do you like Latino food?
Yeah, but what does that have to do with people though? I love Mexican food and I eat Spanish food too.
Wait, so you're telling me 2 years ago she said who do you self-identify?
No, who do you identify with? Like who?
And 2 years ago?
Yeah,
that's fucking groundbreaking because people talk about it now like crazy. Like
no,
identifying. Like you heard how many bits or sets from tonight? You heard people say, "Oh, identification, identify."
Yeah, I mean,
because it's like that's the name of the game.
Yeah, but maybe in comedy it might be new, but I'm pretty sure
that's not. That's outdated. That's outdated as fucking AIDS material.
Yeah, I think I did that. I think I did an AIDS joke tonight. Didn't I?
Oh shit! I think it's AIDS.
Yeah, but yeah. So she asked me that. I said, like what race do I get on with? I said I don't think any, because as I said, I'm mixed. Like I always felt that way. Like if I was one, that's why I wish I was one race. You know, white. Yeah. Or even Hispanics, just so I could, you can make friends just for being a certain race. You can make Asian friends if you're Asian. You can make Indian friends. You're gonna.
You have to be 100%.
You're all gonna smell funny, but at least you make friends. Yeah. And I'm not gonna make friends being mixed. You know, I had all black friends growing up as a kid, but not because I was mixed. Because I grew up in an all black neighborhood. It was like near the ghetto, and then when I moved to the suburbs in Mayfair in 2000. Then I had I had like 2 white friends, 1 black friend, 1 Puerto Rican friend, and a fucking Albanian friend, which is white pretty much.
Race is definitely an issue.
It's always an issue with everything, with dating. That's why I said, like, in this city especially, like, and that's the thing, is like, I feel like, I can't lie and say, oh, if I was fully, but like, if you're a fucking white guy, you can be, some guys have told me this on my MGTOW channel, I tell you about, my trash women. They're like, you could be. I see this one guy was like, I see ugly white guys with hot Asian girls, just because they're white.
That's true.
And then there's white girls that are in the city that they date any guy, like I said, that's black for liberal status. Not to say that I believe they're attracted to it. They want the BBC, but they're date almost any guy that's black. They're at least respected. If I approached that same white girl and said, "Hi, get away from me, go back to your friends," but black guy, they're at least give him a chance. He at least has a door open, you know?
Yeah.
And stuff. But I don't have that for what... I could lie. Some people say just lie. They say you're just Cuban or just white. But it depends what the person thinks of you, you know? Like, I don't know.
No, yeah, but like, and it sucks because I think we're so, like, divided as a nation that will rate... I mean,
it's all Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault.
Well, race is definitely an issue, but, I mean...
I'm a city comic. It's Trump's fault.
But that's the thing. So, like, there's, like, these comics and comedy, which really, like racism will never go out of style.
No, I hope not.
People talked a lot about, like, Me Too tonight. I guess that's one thing.
Did they?
That's a topic.
Did it come up?
That's a hot... I'm talking about, like, hot topics that usually...
Oh, I didn't talk about tonight's comedy show.
Yeah, like, the topics that were mentioned tonight, but, like... You know, I'm talking about the topics usually like comedians mention that, like, you know, like hot topics. Like, yeah. What do you think a hot topic would be?
Today, well, it depends. I mean, I guess it's different. The city, I know it's always Trump. It's always feminism. It's always stuff white people do that people don't like because that's safe. You know, it's easy because you're white. You can't say, well, you're not going to, no white comic in the city is going to go up and say, you know, I don't like what black people do. Why would they do that? You know, you'd be racist, you know. But it's easy to go up there and be a white person and go, yeah, white people, you know, they always do stupid stuff.
I have this one bit. I said it at W. People like loved it. I was gonna do it tonight, but yeah, I got gunshot.
Yeah,
and that was basically I told them I was like I was high as shit. It was NFL Sunday, and it was a commercial, and it's basically the advertising campaign for KFC and chicken and waffles. And in the commercial, they're playing Dirty Dancing, and the Colonel is dancing with Aunt Jemima. in the commercial.
The fuck?
Yeah, and this is white people attempt to say, hey, we're going to steal your culture, but we're still cool with it, right? Because we got these two icons or these two, like, figures kind of, like, just marinating or, like, they're dancing with each other. I don't think that's cool. And that's the hate. Racism I fucking hate is, like, the subtle racism. You know?
Yeah.
Like, before, back in the day, like racism used to just be like, look, I purely hate you. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care what province you're from, what city you're from, whatever. I'm going to just say what country you may be from. I fucking hate you. Mm-hmm. Like, that is like that raw racism. Mm-hmm. The subtle racism now, I don't like it. Like, that's subtle racism, I feel.
Yeah.
Like, it's racism that, like, you think about it. You have to think about for, like, a little while. And then you're like, oh, shit, that is racist.
Yeah.
I mean, I told you that one story the other day at my work. Like, the guy was like, oh, yeah, the room is a mess. You should have been right behind me with a vacuum. And then, like...
Do you think he meant, like, you should help me clean the room?
That could have... That was either racist or degrading.
Yeah. Well, you said... When I said it might be both, right? I said that.
Maybe both. But what I'm trying to say is that, like...
I remember years ago when I had my government job, I have a black female boss.
Yeah.
And she brought in some sort of like rice and bean type thing, and I sat across with this Hispanic guy. He was like, fucking, I don't know the name. It's some name I never even heard. I mean, not his name, the name of Spanish. I never even heard of it. But anyways, she brought in some rice and bean dinner, and she was like, "Used to would like that. Used to would love that." And I was like, "What's that supposed to mean?" I was like, it wasn't racist. She was black, but I was like, why are you saying that like that? She's like, well, it is. And I was like, that's a racist what you said. And she started laughing. She's like, it's not racist. She's like, you guys are tearing it up. But she said it because we're both, Hispanic. Like, you guys would love rice and beans. But imagine we brought in fried chicken and said, oh, you would love that. It was just subtle. It wasn't like, the worst thing you could say. I wasn't offended by it, but
it's in both, you guys. It's in both cuisines.
What?
It's in Latino cuisine and it's in like black cuisine. Rice and beans?
Yeah, but still. But I wasn't really offended, but I was just trying to say, like, to point out the double standard. Like, like if I brought you fried chicken or something, or anything, or something, and it said, hey, you would love that. Hey, what do you mean by that? It wasn't.
Are all your coworkers black?
At this job, I have. It's only 5 of us. Three are Negro, and 3 are Negroes, and what the other guy is white. So white, mixed guy, 3 blacks.
Would you declare, or it's safe to say that you work at a black workplace?
Well, I think every job I've had has been black.
Okay, now I'm going to put you to the real test. If you truly have been at a black workplace...
Is it truly Virginia? They call it nigger weed? Is that what they do? Go ahead.
Yeah. Hold on.
Go ahead.
So, black coworkers, have you had a Popeyes work party? Have you had one?
No, but I will... I haven't had a Popeyes work party, but I will say this. Whenever there was a celebration, like someone was leaving or something... We would have pizza and wings, but that to me doesn't seem... No. But as far as Popeyes, the blackest thing I think ever happened was at my government job, we had like a little Thanksgiving thing, and there was Popeyes chicken there. It wasn't like...
This is nothing, Josh. I have a friend, too, and we were trading stories, basically, and we both had black workplaces, and we said it's not really official that you can say you had a black workplace until you have the Popeyes party, because I've had it, he's had it.
So you mean the whole dinner has to be Popeyes? Like,
they basically have to they have to cut the coupons, make sure to cut and clip the coupons, because you're gonna bring that shit to Popeyes, then they bring the Popeyes back to the office, and then we have a party.
But some of the black people eat Popeyes every day. Maybe that's why.
They ate it every day?
Some of them ate it every day. You know what the weird thing was? 7-Eleven, they sell chicken wings. I tried it before. They're like, 7-Eleven. They're not great. It's like their pizza. But this black girl really liked their wings. She was eating almost every day. She loved her chicken wings. This black girl every day.
So I'm not being racist because both me and my friend experienced.
You're on
that.
JoshCast.
Me and my friend both experienced it, and it was funny because it was irony. It was ironic that both of us experienced that.
Yeah.
Like not just that. Like, have you ever had Korean fried chicken?
No.
So I introduced them to Korean fried chicken, and before we even got back to the workplace, they killed it in my car.
Damn.
Because they have Korean fried chicken. It's twice fried, and it's and they use olive oil.
I mean, I've had Chinese fried chicken. Obviously, what's the difference between Chinese fried chicken and Korean fried chicken?
Chinese fried chicken, probably they reuse the oil. Probably.
And it's just breaded once. And you're saying Korean fried chicken is breaded twice?
It's not breaded. It's fried twice.
Oh, fried
so it's extra
twice.
crispy, and that's what got them going.
Damn, but that sounds like it's not even chicken. It's just all skin.
They're skin, but it's thin and it's crispy as shit.
So is it good? Is there actually
Korean fried chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a banchan in Chinatown.
Yeah, I know. I used to work near Chinatown, but I didn't know where to go. I couldn't read the signs. It was all chink symbols. I didn't know what the fuck.
See, that's what they tell me. They're like, you want to meet an Asian girl, Chris? Go to Chinatown.
Yeah.
Right?
You get yourself a foreign Chinese girl looking for a white husband. That's what.
They have good massages though.
Yeah.
In Chinatown.
Yeah. So let's talk about the nigger weed. So Virginia, back where you're from, they would call it nigger weed.
Yeah. We would always smoke in. I was in community college, and I went to the restroom. We were smoking at some dude's house. Almost like every other day. We would just like crowd around in the garage and smoke in this guy's garage.
That's 70s show.
And it's just like we were a group. So I went inside. I went inside the house because I had to use the restroom. And one of the tenants of the townhouse is checking up on us, and he's asking me. He's saying, "Are you guys still smoking that nigger weed out in the garage?" Because I don't think he actually partaked, like he ingested it, but like he would get some serious weight from Vermont.
Oh shit. Yeah, so
that's the story. That was the story of the nigger
So you
weed.
heard it in Virginia. So, but you, I think before
that guy was a hick though.
Before you even said it though, so for those who don't know, before we started the podcast, after the show was over, we were hanging out a little bit outside, and then Jabor and Mike Proto, might be a future guest on the JoshCast. We got in a car. We were squished in. Chris' arm was literally on my fucking arm because there was a baby seat in the back. And then we went to some fast, and then after they came back from Taco Bell, that term was used before. I think you said it. Didn't Mike Proto say that? Were you the first person to bring that up?
What?
The nigger weed?
Yeah, I said I heard it in Virginia.
But I swear somebody said it first before you brought it up. Did somebody?
No, I said it.
Oh, okay.
I also said nigger lipped it.
Yeah, I heard nigger lipped it. I heard that.
That one was a hit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Once again, it's not racist.
No, we're on the JoshCast.
Well, the JoshCast. You know what you got to know what you get yourself into, folks. Listen, it's put it pretty much this way. It's on the right podcast. It's on the right. You know, meaning it's not.
You're on the right channel. We're on the right channel.
No, I mean not just you're on the right channel, but the right. You know, the left, the right. This is. Well, I mean, listen. I don't care about politics, and I don't want to do the whole left-right thing. But obviously, if you had to pick a side, would you be on the left or the right?
I hate it when I am so like I'm
sick of it too. But
I'm done with people.
But obviously, like I listen to Nick DiPaolo.
Yeah,
Nick DiPaolo, he's a great comic, I think, and his show is all about the left and the right. He's on the right, obviously, and all he talks about is the left because the fucking left, man, they're so fucking liberal.
I'm so sick of politics now.
I'm sick of it too. I mean, we all are, but it's just
like they were talking about it. Like that one guy, it was Albert.
Yeah, the black
guy. He's like, he got better, but then like, I don't I don't think people want to hear like politics nowadays either. It's not just me and you.
Well, yeah, but especially at a comedy open mic. I told you, like if someone brings up a Trump bit, it's fine. But we go down to the city, they beat it. They beat it like a dead horse to the point. It's just 5-6 comics in a row. It's like, what, you guys write this shit together in a fucking circle?
That's
getting terrible.
Oh, like, I mean, are people just like people say the politics? They talk about like cum,
yeah,
but it's like, and not in any context. You know, like I would appreciate setting the table first. Like, instead of us just trying to just eat whatever fucking material or bit you're dropping.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Like, when I say set the table, it's basically set it up. Actually have a premise to it. Like, what are you trying to say? Don't just say, whale poop, oh, it was so much whale cum, so much whale cum, ah.
Was that Bill Miller was doing that, wasn't he? Who did that? Who did the whale cum bit? Someone did a whale cum bit tonight. Bill Miller, I think.
So the first time...
Bill Miller did a whale cum bit.
I mean, that's fine. But, like, because that's...
Bill Miller's listening to this, by the way. Be careful.
That's a little bit different because it's just like whale cum, right?
Yeah.
And he only touched on it. What I don't like is, like, people just saying it for, like, shock value. So, like, I see that a lot at Cabaret. It's like people just say shit just to say shit.
I do that. Right?
But... somehow you flow because you, even though it's not
you're full of shit. You're saying it because I'm in front of your face.
No, it's true.
I don't flow nothing.
You're not just saying it for shock value, is what I'm saying, because that's you on stage.
Some people think I am, though.
Who is?
Some people say that. They say you just try to be shocking and offensive.
I don't see that because I know your style. Yeah. But it's not you're just dropping it for shock value.
Yeah, I have bits.
Well,
I have
that's what I'm saying. You have flow.
So flow. I thought you meant like with flow to me. See, I don't speak your jive Filipino. When I think of flow, I think like your act flows, meaning like there's no like it's just joke. That's what I think.
Yeah, it's a flow. It's like
I thought you.
It's a train of thought.
To me, you mean more of just having actual premise.
Like,
an actual
there's a
idea.
There's the formulation.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you tell us your ideas.
Formula, yeah.
Well, you tell us.
Yeah.
Like if you drop the racial slur,
yeah,
which you did, the S-bomb.
Yeah, tonight I dropped the nigger, yeah.
You said it, you were flowing.
And I dropped spick tonight, too.
Because what was the setup? Your business collar shirt.
Yeah.
You were talking about it.
Yeah.
So that is your setup.
I dropped spick and nigger tonight. And then the other night...
Did it flow?
Yeah, and then Wednesday night at the Cabaret, I didn't say nigger, I said kike. I did a joke at the end about
that
kike.
Is tough.
And there was a Jewish comedian, a female comic, doing the first time that I said kike. And I also, I made fun of Wilder Ra the Rama. I said, go pick an apple. I said...
When you said kike, was there a Jew in the room?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a few. I mean, I didn't do it all. I wrote that. I write my set overnight. You know, whatever. And tonight,
Was it a new set?
Yeah, but that joke I've done off and on for years.
So it's a new set. How the hell do you have pages and pages of material?
Well, I have notebooks of material. I told you, I do new. I've been doing new stuff on stage every week for 9 years. So So I
remember that. That's why I said it.
Yeah, I have. Like jokes that I do, like if I write jokes every week. So the jokes I just wrote down, I won't be doing them for like another month or two. Meaning I do, I write the date down, and it sounds weird because I started doing that.
Yeah.
So I have the date too, like the week of, and sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 4. If I'm lucky, 5 or 6 jokes a week, and then I do them like I'll be like 2 months before, you know. I have 2 months of stuff, so I'm doing new stuff that I wrote all this stuff over the summer, and I just started doing it when Cabaret came back. Plus, writing new stuff as that goes along. That's how I started doing it. I had 40 minutes of material before I started, which sounds impressive, but I only use a few of those lines. You know, most of when you start is terrible. So I had 40 minutes before I started, and then I go from there. And then I write new jokes as I'm going along. So yeah, like I said, I got a lot of material. That's why I said, here's the thing that bothers me. People can say I suck, and that's true, but I work hard to suck. Seriously, like I work hard. I'm like, I write all these bits. I try them out. I record them. I burn it on a CD. I listen to it again. I try to rewrite them. That's work, and I categorize my jokes. I have a bunch of papers. I have like puns, clean jokes, stories, bits, the blah blah blah. I have different categories of all this stuff, and I bring it with me in my bag and everything. And then I constantly rack my brain. What should I do? I look at all my jokes. There's so many to choose from, even if they're not funny. I don't know. Some jokes I've done once. Some I do. It's like, so much. I put a lot of work into it, and people just think I just go up there and just say, "Hey, I'm just gonna say nigger" or something. And it's like, it seems like that. I don't blame them, but there's actually work behind this.
That's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, but see, people don't see it. But see, it's easy not to see that, though. I work hard to suck.
It's easy not to see that?
No, but some people, like...
I see it.
But some
I just
people...
tried to tell you, and you got offended.
I know. but especially, like, not to say all the comics in the city, some of them, if, just like, Darren, that's why I got offended. That he said on his podcast years ago, oh, yeah, all he does is go up there every single week, and he does a rape joke. He does a racial joke, and he says, he does it over and over. It's like, you don't hear jokes.
You?
Yeah.
He trashed? Like, when you say, like, he trashed you on tape.
Yeah, many times. But see, he's been doing this for 8 years or so, and he only has 10 minutes of material, but he's clean. So he started doing shows at Northeast. And then they referred him to Cabaret in Bucks County, and they liked him over there. That's how he's running the room now. The guy who's used to running, the older guy who I love, he got tired of running. He ran it for like 10 years, and he just got tired from driving down. So Darren's running it now. But
is that Bucks County where we're Northeast?
What?
We're in Bucks County?
No, Northeast.
No, but what county is it in Northeast?
I don't know what county it is. I just call it Northeast. Because it's right before Ben Salem. So it's not Ben Salem.
And we're in Ben Salem
right now, yeah. So, but anyways, that's the thing about Darren. Like, you say that, but then if you call him out, you go, I don't remember saying that. Did I say that? I go, yeah. And then he goes, okay, well, yeah, that was years ago or something. But he would sit there and laugh at my jokes, but then he goes on this podcast and he says that. So he's pretty much...
That's two-faced.
He's pretty much calling me a hack.
That's two-faced.
He's calling me a hack pretty much on this podcast to fit in with these guys.
Yeah, I mean, you're going... I mean, that's a pretty strong word.
Well, it is, because he said I do old puns. Anything old is... old means unoriginal. Unoriginal means hack. Jesus. He didn't say it directly, but that's what it says. And he does an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. I think that's hack, because Arnold's hasn't been irrelevant in a long time.
Oh, no, now you're getting petty.
Well, listen. I mean, he hears my sets every. He hears my sets every single week, and he knows how many I have new stuff every single week. So to sit there and say all he does is say the C word and every week, it seems like that. But do you actually listen, or are you just so baked out of your fucking head? Maybe he's smoking out of a plum that he doesn't hear, or he's just fake laughing at my jokes to be phony. I told him that's why whenever he tells me he likes my stuff, I get mad at him. I go fuck you, and he gets mad. He goes, no, really, I like your stuff. I go, yeah, but not, you know your podcast. He goes, oh, come on. I go, I heard it. You want me to pull audio? I'll pull audio. I heard it. I heard what you said.
Are you cool? Wait, are you cool with him for the record?
I'm cool with him, but it's always in my head. I'll never forgive him for what he said. I know that sounds weird. I'm cool with him, but in the back of my head, I know what he thinks of me.
Because of that?
Yeah. I know what he thinks of me as a comic.
Like, he doesn't, like, he respects you as a person. He just doesn't respect you.
I don't know if he even respects me as a person. I'm saying we're cool, but I'm saying as a comic, I know what he thinks of me.
Does he think you're a hack? Pretty
much. He won't admit it, though. If you say it, they go, I never said that. I don't think that. You're just putting it, well, that's what you said.
He laughed at your...
He laughs at all. That's what I'm saying. But he did that when at first. He would laugh at all my jokes. That's why I was confused. Like, why are you laughing at my jokes? And then going on his podcast and just saying, all he does is this and that and everything. He does old puns. I was like, name one pun that I did was old. I have puns, but they're original. I have all categories. I can read every single pun. Tell me where you heard it from. I want the source. Where did I get them from? If they're so old, I didn't get it from Jackie the Joke Man or some shit or some fucking joke book. Seriously. Well, but anyways, listen. I mean, I'm getting tired. Are you tired?
Yeah.
I'm fucking tired, man. Do you get up? What time do you get up for work?
I thought I was gonna be energized because I took a nap before the concert.
I took a nap. I left work today. My black boss, which I know is racist, but he is a black boss. Here's a good thing about him. He's laid back, right? He's not like an asshole. Like, come on, get that work done, do that, which I've had before. But he doesn't communicate. Like, he's just too laid back in the sense that. So this guy took a vacation this week. Okay, we're short male staff. So, but Monday he was like, "You work a full day today?" I was like, "All right." I didn't want to. I was tired of shit. Worked a full day. Wednesday he didn't come in. So today, I knew he wanted me to stay later because he didn't want to do the mail run. He's a supervisor. He wants me to do the afternoon mail runs, so he don't have to do it and carry the mail down at the end of the day. He was in a meeting. So when 12 o'clock came, because I'm only scheduled to work 7 to 12. I left. I said I was going to my lunch break. I took my bag and my coat. I got my shit out the fridge and I went home. And I'm pretty sure he came back like he might say something to me on Monday. But fucking, I'm tired, man. I get up 5:30. What time did you get up today?
7:30. The thing is that I should have left. I should have left Raven way. I mean, I'm sorry. I should have left the W way before.
You were at the Raven last night.
No, I was at the W, and that's the thing.
What time did you get back last night?
Almost 2.
Really?
Yeah.
So wait, the guys were shitting on you.
Yeah.
And you decided to hang out there all night?
I gave them my pride, my dignity, and my time. That's why I didn't. I mentally fucked up.
What time was the open mic over? Like the actual show?
The actual show's over 11.
And so you hung out there for 3 hours?
Yeah.
And when did the roasting start? Like right away?
Yeah, because I know one dude doesn't like me, and the thing is that they go ahead. The thing is that it's weird. It's like you have enough to actually go up and do public speaking or do your shtick or whatever.
I just let one rip, by the way. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
That's gross, but excuse me.
But they don't.
It was that Taco Bell chicken wrap.
They just rally around somebody. Like, I know one comic doesn't like me, so it just rips on me, and then all of them just jump in like a bunch of fucking hyenas.
Yeah, that sucks. So, but I don't understand. If you were uncomfortable, why did you stay for 3 hours?
Yeah, right.
That's crazy.
That's a lesson. I learned something. You learned something.
But were you like paralyzed? Like, were you like so bad you feel like you couldn't leave or something? Or you trying to win them over? You think maybe you were just?
I was paralyzed.
Damn.
How did you know exactly that feeling?
No, but I'm saying that it just sounded like it from the story. Like you were just, I don't know, scared to leave almost. Like it was almost like you wanted to leave probably, but then you were like, I don't want them to say nothing behind my back, so I'm going to stay there. Something like that. It just seemed like that. I don't know.
No, I mean, you pretty much hit the nail right on the head when you said
like
paralyzed.
I said, I'm a psychologist studying other people's life and not my own.
Yeah.
Well, listen, let's wrap this up. Let's see how long did we go for. I think it's definitely over an hour. I just wanted to make this a segment. Hour and a half again. Wow, that seems to be our time. But thanks for doing the show again.
Yeah, I'm not high no more because
I lost my buzz. I'm just tired. I'm just sleepy.
Yeah, Chapo's joint's already done.
Yep. So we're going to get out of here and head home. All right, thanks for listening, guys.